Greetings, listeners. I'm your host this evening, Zach Barrett, and welcome to this Twisted Gear Studios production. You're about to listen to The Call, our Call of Cthulhu actual playcast, GM'd by Derek Snow. If you're a fan and looking to support us, on our page you'll see a button to Ko-fi, a service wherever you're interested, you can tip us a couple of dollars here and there. Each tip goes to buying us a coffee for my late-night editing sessions, and it also helps to cover our fees for getting these shows to you, so it is greatly appreciated. Who knows, maybe in the future, if there's enough support, we'll start adding features to the show, like video, weekly releases, you never know. And now, without any further delay, the previous report from our investigators. They have retrieved the painting of a peculiar color from Heinrich's estate. Now heading back to the mansion to get Father O'Malley some medical attention, Skeet seems to have done away with one of the two vehicles into a back alley in Boston. The investigators are now in pursuit.
Let's see how good people are at dodging.
Both of us?
Both of you, yeah.
I'm not very good.
I mean, it doesn't matter if you... Well, it does matter, but it depends on if you can pass.
24 and a 27.
Ooh.
Put a tick.
9 out of 64.
Put a tick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, luckily...
I can't
I didn't know what you were going to do in this situation. Luckily, Amos and Marion both just sort of jump back out of the way, and... the cinder block just smashes into the ground in front of you. And of course, the cat is completely missed.
Yeah,
Well,
Cthulhu's Cthulhu, but I'm sorry,
Cats.
nothing happens to cats.
Yeah. I
That's
point
a
my
rule.
gun up to where the cinder
I-
block came from.
Point flashlight up.
You don't see anybody there.
And I call out, Skeets, was that you? Skeets, are you there?
Oh yeah, I ask him quietly and politely, and I keep going down the alley in a threatening manner, see if there's a way that could have gone to where that cinder block came from.
Well, there is fire escapes
Yeah.
up along both sides, like each building on each side. So maybe around 10 feet further down, there's stairways, like a...
And it's
Okay,
down
yeah.
to the floor like it's been opened?
Well, yeah, because you jump up and you lower it down. Yeah. So it's open now.
Does it look like this one's been used recently? Are we able to figure that out somehow?
No,
There's
no.
nothing to tell. Alright, up the fire escape I'm going.
I'm following.
Okay. So you run on up the fire escape. And, you run on up and you get to the top. Now, of course, all the buildings are fairly close together here. So, as you get to the top and you're on the top, you can see, like, an access way from inside the building. You know what I mean? Like, it rises up to a doorway that you can get into the building, and there's some exhausts. You know what I mean? Like, I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head.
Exhaust.
But there's pipes and stuff coming out of the top of the building. You don't really spot anybody on the top of the building.
Do I see anybody on the top of the other building?
Other buildings that are around, like this way and that way and here. Spot hidden.
I'm gonna roll that too.
Sure.
Look around.
95. No, that's a no.
8.
8. Marion, you notice what looks to be maybe on the next building over. There's like slight movement. You're not sure what it is, but on the next building, like one of the buildings adjacent to this one.
Is it possible to get to that building?
Yeah, you'd have to jump.
How far of a jump?
But the building is actually quite close, so 8 to 10 feet.
I'm gonna just run to the edge of the building and go, hello, who's there?
On the other side.
Yeah.
And as you both sort of, I'm assuming Amos, you're going over to that point as well.
Yeah. As she's asking and poking, I'm going to kind of look around and see if there's some kind of like a plank or ladder or something that can assist in getting across the gap.
Luck roll, because it might be something you can place.
95. Again.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be.
Yeah, of course.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
But there doesn't seem to be anything within reach.
No.
You could hunt around for something. But what you both sort of see is there's a building. So the building you were on, and you're looking over to the building where Marion had some movement. And then on the next building over between this building and that building, you see a figure jump across to the next building.
God damn it.
Moving away from us?
Yeah, the issue is you can't really pick out. I mean, it's a bit of a distance. The light from the flashlight isn't going to connect. It just seems to be a dark figure jump across. But the thing you do notice is it jumps quite high. Like it seems like an impossible. Like the arc
Feet.
of the jump is really high and lands on the other building.
My jump is terrible. We need to go after him.
What? Why?
Because he has to explain a good number of things.
That wasn't Skeets.
If he wasn't Skeet, then he was the one that threw the cinder block at us.
We don't know that.
Well, we can certainly go and ask him.
You're just going to run across buildings in the middle of the city, chasing who knows what? Where our friends are left down there. You have an injured leg.
I'm glad that was brought up because it would have been a hard jump check in order for Amos to make the jump.
So they're
I'm all for solving the mysteries and finding out what's going on, but we need to get Father O'Malley to a medical center. We need to get the artifacts that we've recovered out of reach of the public. We can't just be running willy-nilly across rooftops.
fine. But I'm clearing this rooftop first, just in case that's a distraction. And I would like to kind of just look around the rooftop, see if perhaps the doorway access has been broken into, since those are usually locked, if someone's hiding up here.
Oh, no, that's fair. You notice, you go over and you check the door, and it does appear to be locked.
Okay. There's nobody else up here besides us?
Not that you can seem to see, no.
Are there spare cinder blocks up here?
Yeah, you do see a couple of cinder blocks just around.
Yeah, so that's
Are any sitting on the edge, or someone would have had to, with intent,
it seems that
pick
they're
it
a bit
up and-
loose. Where the fire escape was, it seemed that they're a bit. There's one missing, but it seems like the top part is loose. Right, so there might have been some work being done on it.
Oh, okay.
As you hear a gunshot. Yeah, you hear a gunshot coming from whatever buildings over. Like, you just hear it. You don't feel a bullet pass by you, or there's
Right.
nothing hits the ground
But it's
around you,
towards-
but you do hear. Well, you can't say it's towards somebody either. Gunshot.
Well, I mean, is it in the direction where we saw the guy jumping?
Yes, it is coming
Okay.
from that direction. But
I kind
you
of
don't.
point my gun in the direction, and I kind of duck down. Marion, get down! And then,
I duck.
do I see any flashing or other insinuations?
You only hear the one gunshot, so you get down and you're just sort of like waiting for a minute, and you don't hear anything sort of out of the ordinary. Although at this moment, I'm going to move to Agatha and Althea. As you're parked in this side road, you see the headlights of a vehicle pull in behind you.
Oh.
And like, it's blinding. You can't really see the vehicle, but the lights, you know what I mean? Like, the lights are quite bright. So you're looking back and it's just squinting, and the vehicle stops and it's still sort of like the lights are kept on, and you're both, you can see it as well, but you know what I mean? Like, it's dark and these bright lights, and you hear a door open. Somebody gets out.
Can I see a silhouette through the light? Can I clearly see a silhouette through the light?
So you
through
do
the-
see a silhouette through the light. It seems to have its arms up if it's holding something, as it seems to be walking toward.
Like a gun?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the car in reverse and ram it behind.
Done.
I was going to
Done.
say, I have my revolver on the front seat of the car, of the Birmingham, too.
Yep.
What should be a cop?
It's probably.
Drive out.
Probably a cop.
17. 17 out of 45.
So you already have a tick and drive auto?
I thought it was 45? Wow.
Yeah.
You should have been driving.
You don't have a tick? So as the figure is walking out of the light, you back up and smack, and the person gets knocked to the ground.
Yeah.
I need you to roll me 2d10.
Holy shit. You just roll those two.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I can probably just do that, right?
Yep. 4 or 5.
Huh? 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 9.
Yeah, so you smack whoever it is,
Oh,
and they fall down.
yeah. Do I see who they are?
You'd have to get out.
Oh, fair enough. I'm not.
Alfie, is there anything you would like to do?
um,
This is happening while you're investigating up top.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Oh, yeah.
I can only see the same thing.
Yeah, it's a bright light
Yeah,
in a
okay.
small area. It's dark.
I'll just say, keep an eye on Father O'Malley, boy. To the dog.
That seems to be still nudging.
And I'm just going to kind of like cautiously walk back and see if I can get a better
Yeah, so
look.
as you move around to the back, you can sort of see the side of the vehicle. It is a cop car.
Did I see?
And you see a figure,
Yeah.
like, on the ground.
Okay. I will
Oh
approach
my
said
God.
figure.
It looks to be a cop
Okay, I'm going to.
that is unconscious and hurt quite a bit.
All right, I'm gonna grab my doctor's bag.
Definitely some broken ribs. Stuff like that.
I'm gonna grab my doctor's bag, and to do whatever I can, like if he's bleeding or anything.
It's
like
understandable reaction, Agatha, because of everything that's happened. It is
Oh,
a
yeah.
fair
Oh,
assessment.
it makes sense.
It
I
does
just think I
make
know
complete sense.
exactly
It's
where
just
this
you
is
made
going.
that drive auto roll, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh.
All right, I'm gonna grab my bag and see what I can do. Like I can't do anything with broken bones, obviously.
No, but you mean you can
Bleeding
do a
and
first.
stuff.
You can do
Yes.
a first aid check to stabilize.
I got a 100. That's not a stabilizing.
You rolled a 100% on your check.
Can I push that roll? Okay. Before that happens, would he die right now potentially, or would I do something? Make
You
it
are
worse?
going to hurt him a lot more. You realize as you start trying to bind him,
Mm-hmm.
that you have a feeling that you may have, with a broken rib, punctured an organ.
Can I push the roll? Can I push the roll?
How would you like to push the roll? What do you?
What do you mean? How would I like to push?
Like,
the
so basically, I'll allow you to push the roll. Basically, push rolls are based on justification by player.
roll? Okay.
So you're trying to.
Okay, as I start to bandage, so looking at him, I might not be able to tell there are broken bones. So I start bandaging any bleeding wounds, and then I realize while doing that there are broken bones, and therefore I need to be more gentle and maybe try to put him in a position where the least amount of damage can be done.
I will allow the push.
Oh god, I'm gonna kill a police officer!
If you fail the push,
I will burn every bit of luck I
you
have.
can't burn luck on pushed rolls. It is what you roll.
Alright, well, I'll just take one for the team and go to jail myself if I have to.
Oh my god.
I'll give his family a lot of money. Or something.
Yeah, that'll work.
It might. This is
Capitalism.
1923 Boston.
Just roll the dice.
I don't want to. 13% out of 73.
Oh my god. Oh, this is so stressful.
So you manage
Why
to
do we do this for
realize right away
fun?
that you might have done more internal damage. So you keep working, and you minimize that as much as possible. Now you don't make him any better, but you don't make him any worse.
Yeah.
So basically, he's at the state he was when you started
Yeah.
working on him.
Okay.
If that makes sense, because it's still just. He doesn't look like, from your check, he doesn't seem to be dying. But he is in bad shape. Like, he could die if he's just left here. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I have an idea.
Oh, no.
Okay, so Father O'Malley's in the Packard Twin Six, right?
Correct.
There's nothing else in the Packard Twin Six right now besides the dog and Father O'Malley.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I want to. I want to take Father O'Malley and I want to move him to the Birmingham. And then I want to use the Packard Twin Six to transport this officer to a hospital. Myself. I will do it myself. Agatha doesn't have to come with me or anything. The others, they can handle themselves. I will take the vehicle because I know that this man's probably going to die if I don't do this.
Okay, fair enough. So I'm going to go back to, because this is going to take time.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So as I go back to Amos and Marion, who are ducked down from the gunshot for a second, and you're close enough to the edge of the roof that you look down at the Birmingham, because you heard movement. You've heard, like, something got hit. Yeah. And you look down, and what you see is, because you're on top, a cop car, a cop lying on the ground, with, like, it looks like the Birmingham backed into him. And you see Althea running over to the Packard Twin Six, and at this moment she's pulling out Father O'Malley from the Packard Twin Six. Agatha, what would you like to be doing?
I probably would assist.
Yeah,
you
so you
and-
see Agatha and Althea.
Yeah, at some
it makes
point,
it easier.
At some point, I would
He's not
explain to Agatha what
that's
it
a
is.
dead weight.
Yeah, what it is that I need to do, and I know I can move Father O'Malley right now. As far as I know, he just has a concussion.
Yeah, I mean, it's
And
not great. It's not ideal,
but moving him won't make a difference to.
Yeah,
his
hopefully
condition.
not. Yeah, I'm not going to call for a check. So yeah,
Hopefully
he should be
not.
fine.
You're not.
Yeah, Luckrow, you kill him. No, that's not.
But yeah.
Okay, so you pull him over to the Birmingham, and just as they're putting him into Birmingham, Amos and Marion, what would you like to do?
What in the hell are they doing?
What are they down? We need to get down there.
God damn it. Yeah, and start running down the fire escape.
Okay, so
Gun
you go,
still drawn, just in case.
yeah, so you go down the fire escape.
I will state that as soon as I get to ground floor, I will sheathe the gun so it's not out in case the cop is still conscious. I don't know the state of the cop.
Fair enough. As you run out of the alleyway, at this point, Father O'Malley is into the Birmingham. And it seems like Agatha and Althea are maneuvered over to the police officer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the copper.
Amos, we need your help. We need help moving him.
What the hell is going on?
And
What did you do?
and this is an accident, but this man needs to go to a hospital or he is going to die.
All right.
That's fair, alright.
So,
Yeah,
and the
start
more of
moving.
us that are moving him, the more stable that he can be.
100%.
Alright. I will
100%.
assist in that.
Okay,
sure.
so I want to put him in across the back seat of the Packard.
Okay, so how this is going to work is I'm going to call for a medicine check
Okay.
to understand how to move him
Okay.
properly without causing any more damage. This will be on Althea.
Yeah.
I will give a bonus die because of the amount of people you have to help with the moving, so it's easier to stabilize him.
That makes sense.
Well, I rolled a 16% without the bonus die, and a 46 with it, and they're both a pass.
Okay, so put a tick into medicine, even though it was
Yeah.
screwed. Yeah, you get a tick anyway. Yeah. So you managed to get him safely over to the Packard Twin Six, and you put him in the backseat.
Okay. Once he's in there and he's secured, like I know he's not going to slide off the seats or anything, like move around as minimally as possible. I'm going to turn to you guys and be like, I will take him to the hospital. You take the Birmingham, go back to the house, and I will be there as soon as I can be.
Someone should go with you.
It's fine. It's a hospital. I'm not going to take any detours. I'm just going to go, and it needs to be now.
What about Amos though? He's actually badly injured. He might get assistance at the hospital.
Cadbury can help out of the house. It's fine.
Cadbury
Yeah,
is...
it's not major wounds.
I do think someone should go with you. I can go with you if you like.
Nobody...
I feel like it shouldn't. We shouldn't have any of us go off alone right now.
I would like, given how this happened, to have minimal number of us show up with him.
As you all hear a gunshot, You just hear it from the rooftop somewhere. There's no, like, it doesn't hit around you. It doesn't shoot by you. But you do hear a gunshot from the rooftop. Further down.
There's the asshole that was throwing cinder blocks at us. I don't think we can let that one run off on its own either.
Cadbury, go back to the house. Cadbury is perfectly capable of helping Amos, and he can help Father O'Malley as well. But this man is beyond my help, and he's beyond Cadbury's help. He needs to go to a hospital.
Just go into the car.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go.
And I'm just gonna basically grab Amos by the shoulder and be like, "Come on, let's go."
Man.
What are you rolling dice?
I'm rolling a 50-50 decision that Amos would make.
What would Amos do?
Is the gunshot further away than from what it sounded like before?
Listen check.
Where's my fucking list? There it is. 73 out of 78.
Yes. Maybe the next building. Over like 4 buildings down.
Only as long as we try and see if we can find out where that gunshot's coming from. I think it's Skeet.
Fine, I'll take a detour to the mansion.
Perfect.
Okay, so
alright
you're
with
going to
that.
drive down toward...
Toward the...
Yes.
Okay.
Marion, what are you doing?
I'm assuming that Althea is already in the car and getting
Yeah.
ready to go, so I'm gonna just get into Birmingham.
Alright.
Okay, I'm going to where I know the nearest hospital is.
Okay, so are you backing out or going...
This is
Straight.
this is a side road, right?
Yeah, it's a side road, so you turned in, right?
No, I'll just drive straight out and
Just
then
gonna
try
drive
to
straight out.
determine which way to go from there.
Okay, so you're going to be ahead of the Birmingham.
Yes.
Okay. As the rest of you, I'm assuming, pile into the Birmingham to follow behind Althea to maybe look up at the buildings or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of lean out the car with make sure the gun's fully ready to go, leaning up, kind of keeping an eye, and I want to see if I can figure out where the gunner is, and then chase him down.
Okay, fair enough. So, Althea, as you're driving in the lead, and you're driving out this side road about to connect to the main road, something might happen. And Amos, you're going to get a spot hidden because you're actively looking up to see what's going on.
15 out of 61.
Okay. Okay, so you looking up and you get to a building and you can see a figure just quickly, but like you see a figure sort of lean it over the side and throw a cinder block
Yep.
down at Althea's vehicle, and it smacks right into the hood. Just smashes into it. I need a drive auto roll. But you see the outline of a figure.
Cool. Is there a fire escape near where he's at?
91 out of 60.
Okay. Yeah, if you go back, like if you hop out and you ran back like 10-15 feet, there's another alleyway with a fire escape that'll lead up to that roof.
How high up is the building?
4 stories.
I will, as the car is obviously going to slow down because the Packard slows, I will get out of the door I'm closest to and I will run to the nearest fire escape to get up to the top.
Okay, so Amos hops out
Yeah.
and starts heading toward the fire
That's
escape.
the Amos way, man.
Let's Mary do it.
I'm gonna also get out, but I'm gonna run forward toward the Packard.
Sure. Agatha, I'm assuming you're going to stay in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Man's trying to kill us and prevent us from leaving. That's
So it doesn't do any damage to the engine per se. Like it could have, but I didn't roll high enough for it to do that.
Okay.
I did roll high enough for it to hit. But as you lose a little bit of control and sort of skid sideways and run the front of the Packard along the building, one of the buildings, and you sort of right it, but then it sort of stalls. So you need to
Need to what?
get it running.
What do I have to do to get it running?
So I'm gonna run up and knock on the window. And is the cinder block still on the hood of the truck?
Yes.
Althea, I'm going to need your help to get rid of that.
Okay. I'll get a Because I don't have time for Skeet's bullshit.
Yeah.
We don't know it's Skeets. It's probably not. It's probably someone else, and Skeets is chasing him. But that's not the point.
5 minutes.
And I only have a strength of 40.
I don't have time for this argument either.
I'm going to need your help to get rid of this guy.
So between the both of you, you move the cinder block off. And I do know that Marion has really good mechanical repair.
Mm-hmm.
So if she makes a check, she can... She flips the hood and away she goes.
50 out of 60.
There you go. Ticket mechanical repair. As Althea hops inside and turns the key. And it starts up.
Okay.
And now I'm going to go back to Amos, who, while this was happening, ran down the alleyway, ran to the fire escape, and is almost to the top of the fire escape. Yeah.
Oh, almost.
Almost to the top of the fire escape. So just as you're moving up. So basically, as you just get up to the top, you hear a gunshot.
I'm not in line of sight of the top, am I?
Yeah, just as you get, like... Any piece of you gets up.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
And it just tinks off the fire escape next to you.
I will fire. At least I will fire one shot off towards the direction where I think that came from.
Okay, so that will be 2 penalty dice.
2?
Yeah.
Not just one?
Not just one. Because you're not even looking where the person is. You're literally firing blind. You're shooting in the direction, and it's dark.
That's fine.
Shoot magic missiles.
70, 50, 20. So 78 is still under 81.
Okay.
An insane fire.
My
gun.
handgun skill is point.
So you did hit something, so I do need you to roll damage.
I hit something? I don't like that it's vague. So it's 3
It's
plus
another cop.
2
No.
is 5. 5 total.
5 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you shoot, and then once you get the shot off, you see a figure. You just in, just 'cause it's still fairly dark, sort of. It seems like you hit him maybe in the stomach, somewhere around there, somewhere in the main torso. He got it as it sort of shoots him back a bit, like the blast of it pushes him back a bit as he turns and seems to be running to try to jump over to another building.
I'll close the distance a little bit, and before he gets to a jumping position, I'm going to stand still and I'm going to do the 3 bullets.
Yeah, it's his turn.
Oh, I see.
Because he shot you.
Yeah.
So he runs and he's just about to jump, and then I'll let you go. So now he's just at the edge of the building. It's dark. He's just about to jump. And you can take your shots if you like. It's a penalty die because of the dark. Sorry.
Yeah, in that case, I am going to... I guess I'll take 2 penalty dice. I will only shoot 1 bullet, not 3, stand stoic, and aim for his leg. I want to prevent him from jumping.
Aim for his leg.
Yeah, so it'll probably be 2 setbacks because it's dark and I'm aiming.
So, well, aiming would be your action is to aim this round.
Oh.
Because that gives you a bonus die.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought called shots were different. Okay.
Yeah, because aiming, right? So basically, if you're going to do a called shot, that would be a penalty die, and it's dark, it's a penalty die, so it'd be 2 penalty dies.
But if I aim and it's dark,
but
spend the turn aiming, it'll be a straight roll.
But then he'll have a time to jump.
Then he has time to jump. He gets an action.
And how far is he from me?
50 feet.
There's no way I can physically catch him.
Well, he was already near the edge. Like, he was already over.
Like, if there's no, like, athletics roll to make to try and, like, physically grapple him in the time that's
at
there?
the edge of the building, because he's just at the edge of the building. So I will allow... Let's take a look. I'm pretty sure it would be a dexterity check. Yeah, because I'm just looking through the investigator skills here. And there's not like athlete, I don't believe. I guess somebody could correct me if I'm wrong, but there's not an athletic role. So
I mean, it'd be great if it was fighting brawl.
Yeah, because
actually,
I mean,
I'd rather it be dex.
But the distance to get to him would be a dexterity check.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
You can get halfway there just moving, but...
Do I want to push that? It's a 61. No, I'm not. It's 61 out of 45.
Okay, so you run, but you trip over, and what you hit is what appears to be like a piece of lumber, right? But you hit it, and you sort of foul yourself up as you keep running a bit forward as he attempts to jump.
Yeah.
Now you're pretty close to the edge. You're only like 10 feet away from him, but you can't get to him.
Yeah.
You notice that the distance between these next two buildings are like 15 feet.
Oh my god, I can't make that.
Yeah, but he also was shot in his torso.
Yeah. As what happens is he seems to like vault. Like it's humanly impossible for somebody to.
He matrixes it.
Yeah, it's humanly impossible for somebody to
Take back what I
jump
said.
this far because he also is not. It's not really a running start he has. He sort of gets over to the edge and just jumps across. And what happens is he lands in the other building, but he doesn't clear it, so he's sort of hanging off the other building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I have a clear visual of what he looks like?
Just back on, he seems to be dressed in Skeet's clothes. Just like the worksman, mechanic, attire, coveralls. Yeah.
No one can see Amos's face right now.
15 feet?
Yeah, it's 15 feet and you're at the edge there now, yeah.
I don't want to kill him. I want to maim him.
He might.
Oh, you know what? If he is hanging there, that means that he has to take some time to get up. I'm going to take my turn to aim at one of his legs.
Sure.
So that when he gets to the top, if he chooses to run, I will pull the trigger and fire. And I'm going to say it as I'm aiming. I'm going to say, you get to the top and you stand still. You stop running. If he runs, I will shoot his leg.
Okay, fair enough. So as you like sort of aim at his leg, he does pull himself up, and sort of like just hop, like as he just doesn't pull himself up, he pulls himself into the air.
Yep.
And sort of just lands on the other side and immediately starts running.
Yep. Which is a 32. Man, that's cocked. I'll roll that again. 2.
Okay. Okay, 2. As you shoot him in the leg, it's an impale. So, it's max damage, and then you roll for damage.
So, that means I guess it'll be... Yeah, it's 12 plus 3, so 15.
Okay, so... Oh, you rolled a 1 on damage for the second...
Yeah.
For the...
Yeah.
So you do 15 damage, and you shoot him right through the upper thigh. And you see him just fall down on the building, like, because he's out of sight because of the rim. You know what I mean? So he just falls down, but you saw a spray of blood. Yeah. You don't see him get up and run then.
Yeah. I wait for a few seconds, and as I'm kind of watching, seeing if he gets up, I'm looking around. There doesn't have to be a 15-foot long plank or something up here.
Luck roll.
I was gonna say.
Just my luck. 73. So no.
No, the piece of lumber you fell over was 10 feet. Yeah. I'm going to go back to...
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. A lot of risky stuff happened. You
I
guys,
know.
I mean, there are some rolls that blah, blah, but be thankful that of the... You guys are pulling it out, risky play. Althea, as you get the vehicle going, I'm assuming... Are you taking off to the hospital?
Yes. Well, I don't know what's going on.
So you do hear gunshots because the moment Amos got up there, he was shot at. So you do hear gunshots coming from the roof. Marion, you hear the same thing. Agatha, you hear the same thing.
And I'm just gonna pause for a second as I'm going to get in the. Can I look up at the roof and then I'll look back at Marion and say, "Take care of Amos," and then I'll get into the car. I have a police officer who's literally going to die.
Yep. Nope. That makes sense.
Right.
Okay, so Althea takes off toward the hospital. What would Marion and Agatha be doing?
I'm gonna go back to the Birmingham to talk to Agatha.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Where did Amos go?
Bang, bang.
it looked like he was running up the building.
Yeah, but I don't know which building you went up on. So
That one. I point to the building that I saw Amos run up the fire escape.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Go check on him. I'm not leaving this car with a painting that could possibly get stolen.
All right.
There's no way.
Good luck. And
thanks.
I'm gonna grab the crowbar
Okay.
and go up the fire escape.
Okay, so you go up the fire escape that Amos had went up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so fair enough. You run up the fire escape. Agatha, you're just in the alley by yourself.
Yes.
Yes, I am.
Maybe a little bit nervous,
Yes, I am.
sitting there, nobody around to hear you scream.
Yeah, one of the urns starts talking to you.
Oh, that would have been
Sounds
a
not
really
like
cool idea.
I'm worried about the book I picked up. That's what I'm.
That's true.
Oh, the hound?
Stop giving him ideas.
The dog is still around.
Stop. Well, that's not so bad. But stop
what is the
giving
dog doing
him
right now?
ideas.
Unless-
Well,
hound is
the
with me.
dog, I have to say, the dog helped
With Father O'Malley.
with Father O'Malley.
So
I feel
Irish
better
Wolfpack.
about Althea being on her own if the
Yeah,
dog is
and there's
with her.
so many things. I mean, nobody could see
No,
anything.
the dog's
but
with Agatha. No,
nothing
Thea.
really seems to happen to Agatha.
dog's
You're just
with
waiting there.
Father O'Malley.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
Okay,
gonna
everyone.
Pet, I'm gonna
Everyone's
pet the
talking
dog.
at once. Let's.
I'm gonna pet the dog nervously.
Huh?
I'm gonna pet the dog nervously.
No, the dog's with Althea.
Oh
No.
no.
Oh no, Father O'Malley. The
Father
dog's
O'Malley.
with you.
With me.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
right.
nothing happens to Agatha.
Yeah.
There's so many. I just want to say there's so many things I can do to her. There's so many horrible things that could happen. But actually, you're sitting there waiting, and that's it.
Yep.
I mean, what can you do? Okay. Dog bites you, you die. I don't know. Didn't get your tetanus shot. The real horror. So
Tetanus. That's it. That's the trick.
anyway, we move on to Marion, who you run up the fire escape, and you see Amos sort of on the other end of the building with his weapon drawn, sort of looking across to the other building that's over.
What happened?
Skeet took a shot at me.
What?
I need you to stand here. Watch. Make sure he doesn't get up.
What am I supposed to do if he does?
Yell at me. Throw a. I point to the 10-foot long plank. Throw a plank at him. I'll be right back. And I go, is there a fire escape between this building and that building?
No, it's the one you came up.
Is there a fire escape on that building on this side?
Yes, but it's a bit further down.
So it would take me a pretty hot minute to get down this building, around the building to the other side, and then up the other one. It is the only safe way. I will not make a jump check. I cannot.
No, I'm
succeed
about
a
to
jump-
say, yeah, because that's...
Still a herd.
I cannot succeed a jump check. Yeah, just if he gets up, you scream, you holler, you throw things at him, you tell me, and I will chase him down. But I need to make sure that I bring him with us.
I just kind of nod.
All right. You got a crowbar?
Yes.
Perfect. I am going to take the time to go fucking down the 4-story fire escape, go around the freaking
I'm going to
building.
stop you right there.
What?
So as you go down the fire escape and you move forward, you're walking by, of course, the Birmingham,
Yeah.
right? Then I'm going to move to Marion at the point you're at that location.
Okay.
Okay, so Marion, you see
I swear to God.
you see movement.
On the other side.
You see a figure, sort of, basically you only see from the shoulders up, as it sort of like sits up. You can hear a slight groaning, like and then you see it have a flask, and it opens it. It seems to be pouring something on itself, and you hear. Are you doing anything?
Not yet.
As you see, as you see, it strike a match and light itself.
Now
on
I
fire.
start yelling.
Yeah, as it sort of lights itself on fire.
What?
Yeah.
So she's screaming?
And she's screaming there.
I will run
Well,
faster.
No, your leg is
I will
peppered.
hobble faster.
You hobble a bit faster. I will allow a dexterity check to go faster. If you fail it, though, you will go even slower.
That is very fair. 73 out of 45.
Yeah, so you try to go faster, but I mean, your leg just clamps up, and it's more like you're dragging dead weight.
Damn it!
Did you want to push the roll and potentially have to be in a brace?
It's up to you.
What does having a brace do? Like,
If you knew, you wouldn't laugh so hard.
Yeah, isn't that
They're
like?
not-
I mean, if you
It means that your leg could be screwed up for a certain period of time. But let's not forget, you have like demons in you, so maybe they'll keep you. Maybe they'll heal you faster.
I got a bad case of demons.
I don't know what to. I don't know what to tell you. One thing you do notice,
I'm gonna
Marion,
push it.
is whoever it was doesn't scream.
Oh,
Just sits there and burns.
I like, yeah, I'm yelling and screaming, and I if there's something little, I'm gonna try and throw it to the other side of the other
Rocks.
building.
I mean, there was cyanide in 1923, wasn't there?
I believe cyanide's been around longer than we have, but yeah. Pretty sure. Almonds,
That
wasn't
might
it?
I think so.
Almonds.
Yeah, that might have been an easier way to
Poured a
go.
bunch of almonds on himself, and that was how he did it.
Yeah, anyway. There's nothing over here you think you could throw at him that would put him out.
No, I'm mostly just panicking.
Yeah, like, I mean, you're watching somebody burn. Sandy check?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
18.
18. Yeah, you're like, it's horrible to watch somebody burn, but, you know, you've seen worse in like the last hour. So you're sort of like, okay.
Rough. It's tough time.
And then you see Amos heading up the fire escape after a couple of minutes. It's going to take time. And he's sort of lifting his leg each step as he's going to get up there. Because
Yep.
you slow
Nope,
down.
that makes sense.
You get to
tried
the
it.
top, and just as you get to the top, you see you see the flames as you're going up the fire escape, like the heat from them, the light from them. And you get up there,
Yeah.
you see a figure sitting down, cross-legged, completely engulfed in flames. Completely engulfed in flames.
Still currently in flames.
Still currently
can't
in flames. It looks
ascertain-
he looks completely blackened. Like, it looks completely like the clothes went completely up.
If there's some kind of
His
like
skin-
fire, like escape, or like some kind of like a fire hose sort of thing, and the ceiling, anything like that. No.
Not up on top, no.
Maybe it's an actually healing thing. Maybe we just have to wait for it to go out. And he cracks the blackened thing.
There's
with a
and there's
shell, and
nothing
there's a big
visibly.
butterfly underneath. I don't know.
Well, you could take your coat off and like try to put it out. You know what I mean? Like smother the flames. You could try something like that.
I might try that, but I mean, like there's right. Yeah, I'll start doing that right away.
Okay.
There's nothing visibly awareing of him. Like it's something that I'm like, oh my god, this is clearly this person, or this might be this person. I have to
No,
roll something
no, the features are burned.
to try and put him out.
Yeah. Okay. So you whip your coat off and you go to cover him with it and put it and try to smother the flames.
Yeah,
Right.
there's no like tarps or anything up here, right?
No, not within reach. You could run over somewhere. It'd take you a minute or two. You can't run. So you see on the other side that there's a tarp over some concrete blocks and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll try and slap the fire off him.
Yeah. Quick question. Is there anything in your coat?
Cigarettes.
When you think about it, is there anything in your coat?
Cigarettes.
That's it?
The gun's strapped to my shoulder.
Yeah, I know.
and-
I was just making sure that there was no
The-
vials or anything in your coat.
No, the only vial that I had, I literally put in a drawer
That's true.
in
That's
the
true.
mansion of the hill. So the only thing I have would be my cigarettes and my lighter.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. So
Yeah.
you just sort of smack the flames, and then the first smack sort of knocks the body over, but you can see the flesh is burnt a bit to the roof as well. So it's sort of slops over and it's sort of stuck in position. You know what I mean? Like it's
What is it with you and things slopping recently? Like the sloppity slop noises? Slop this, slop
Gross
that.
stuff. He's clearly dead.
It's just that
He's
word.
clearly
Would
dead,
you rather
and
that
features
or
are all burned
crispy
away,
noises?
clothes is burned. to
Okay,
be
I will-
unrecognizable.
Honestly, the
But you
crispy
do put him
noises.
out. You do put him out.
Okay. Oh, I don't.
You don't need to roll. I mean, you just smack him enough with your coat, and you put him out.
I will check the body as much as I can. If there's anything that is ascertainable, am I able to lift him if I needed to?
Yeah, it is. As you touch him, though, the skin gives way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From being blackened and. But I mean, there's no liquid that's pouring out. You don't see blood pouring out at the moment because he's just literally touching it. And it's the skin just sort of gives way.
Yeah.
And it is faltering. Yeah, if you pick it up, you're going to get a pile of this person on you because the rubbing sensation and stuff like that, right? Right.
So yeah, there's absolutely nothing here.
There's a flask.
Can I check the
It
flask?
was a steel flask. It seems to be burnt, but it's still there. You know what I mean? It didn't melt. It wasn't that high.
Yeah.
Just seems to be a flask. There's nothing written on it, but it seems to be just a flask.
Nothing in it still?
No, it was fully dumped out.
And nothing in his pockets. I'll pat him.
Whatever was there would have burned. Yeah.
Is his gun there?
His gun is there. Yeah. His gun is there. It's just a 38. You haven't seen this gun before.
Yeah. I'll angrily throw something that's just not important. It's just
You throw the body off the roof.
yeah. No, just
It
throw
lands on
something
a cop.
angrily.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
fuck. And just
As you
bursts
look
into
around
it.
for something to throw, around 10 feet away from you is a 15-foot long piece of lumber.
I hate you.
I just thought it'd be cool because it's useless now. How often do you need it?
I
And then
hate
when you
you.
do it, it's not there.
Um,
I'm going to move to Althea.
Yeah.
And I gave everyone a chance to think about their next
there's
moves.
nothing I can do.
Okay. Althea, you are taking off to the nearest hospital. I'm not going to look up to be historically accurate what hospital is. You just go to a hospital. Sorry, everyone, about the accuracy. So as you're pulling up the road to a hospital, what's your plan?
Emergency.
Okay.
If that was a thing.
We'll say it basically is.
Yeah.
I mean,
An equivalent.
And I'm not going to try moving him myself, but I'm parking the car in, the fire lane or whatever, because I don't care. And I'm going to get out and I'm going to run inside saying I need help.
okay, so you get out of the vehicle, you run inside there's a nurse's desk there. The nurse sees you, and you all don't realize how bad you look.
Well, I'm at 6 hit points right now out of 10.
Yeah, so you're also hurt. So
Yes.
she actually hops up and is like, "Ma'am, what happened? Come with me. We'll get you looked at right away."
No. I have a police officer in my vehicle. He needs help right now. This man is seriously injured. And then I
Oh my
run,
God.
And then I run back out.
Ugh. And a couple of orderlies. Well, you know what I mean. She gets people on the stretcher, and they're coming out to the vehicle, and the nurse is with you. What happened? Oh my God, were you both attacked? Here's.
I accidentally hit him with my car.
Oh, she takes a quick look, and without really factoring it in, sees the massive dent in the front of the car from the cinder block. And it's
Oh,
like-
wow.
And it's like, oh my
She
God.
can make whatever assumption she makes.
Oh my
Hopefully,
God.
when this officer survives, he's going to probably remember being
A lot of people actually,
But either
who
way,
knows?
who knows? But anyway, whatever. They need to know what type of
And they take him out and
injuries
put him
he
on a
has.
stretcher.
How
Yeah.
bad it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
God damn.
And they
I'm
take the stretcher
gonna-
and they're like, come with us, ma'am. You'll get looked at too. That's what the nurse says.
I don't need to be looked at, but I am going to stay at the hospital for now.
Okay.
Until I find out if the officer is going to make it or not.
Okay, fair enough. So you go in and you sit down. Yeah. Oh, you sit down. You go in the back, and they're wrapping you up properly. I mean, you know what to do anyway, but they're going to treat your injuries anyway.
Because hospital.
You get a sort of sideways look from a different nurse as he looks at you. As he looks at the wound on the arm, because it is a sliced off perfect wound. Not perfect. And he's like, oh, how did this happen?
Does anybody know who I am here, or would they?
Not at the moment, because you're actually really dirty.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Don't forget, like,
Yeah.
there's
Okay.
been a lot on the go.
I'll
and
just
you're
say,
disheveled.
and I'll just kind of look at it and say, "Oh, yeah." Let's just say I have some strange hobbies. They can make me a little dirty and disheveled and get a little out of hand sometimes.
So, what is your credit rating?
50.
I want you to roll it.
God damn.
Uh-oh.
50. 50.
Let's see how famous you are.
I guess that makes sense.
I got a 54.
He doesn't seem to recognize you.
That's fine.
Okay.
I don't need him to recognize me right now. Not yet, anyway.
Okay, fair enough. As you're sitting down and he's taking care of you.
$10,000 medical.
Well, would they have taken any identification from me?
They didn't ask for it.
Okay.
They just took you back.
Yep. Okay.
As I'm going to move over back to Amos, Agatha, and Marion. Marion's on one rooftop. Amos is on another rooftop. There's a gap of 15 feet between them. And Agatha is down with Birmingham.
Once I see Amos up at the top of the building, I'm going to run back down. And
Okay.
go over to the Birmingham with Agatha and tell her what just happened, but hysterically.
Okay, so Marion is running down the fire escape. Amos, you're up there with the...
There was
body
another
yourself.
man on the other building. I think Amos shot him, but then when he got up, he was pouring some sort of something out of a flask on him, and he lit himself on fire. Where did Amos go?
He went up of that building.
I don't know he'll get there in time.
I probably not, but we have to get out of here now. We've been here too long. We have things in the back of this vehicle that I don't want anybody to take, and we also have Father Amalia conscious. We have to go.
I'll tell Amos to get moving, and I'm gonna head over to the other building.
Okay, Amos, what are you planning on doing?
Said there was a tarp over some bricks.
That was this building, correct? Yes, it was, because you had originally looked, but it was a bit of this way. Yes, 100%.
Yep. I will take time to grab that tarp. Is it 6 feet in length at least?
It's a bit bigger than that.
No.
Okay. I will wrap up the body.
Mhm.
I will prepare to bring it with me.
Okay.
I don't
fair
want
enough.
to leave any.
Yeah, so you
weird
wrap up
evidence
the
here.
body and you throw it over
and
your
I
shoulder.
want to do some investigating.
What
His
is your
teeth are
strength?
intact.
What is your strength, by the way?
65.
65. Yeah, I'm not going to ask for a roll.
Okay.
I mean, that's strong enough to, and plus the line of work you're in.
Yeah.
You know, you put them over your shoulder.
Yeah.
and-
I've worked with corners before.
Yeah. Now your leg is hurt.
I know what they look for.
Your leg is hurt, so it does take you a longer time. But once you meet Marion, Marion was coming down.
I came down, freaked
Just come
out
back up.
at Agatha for a while, and then started heading over to the other building.
Yeah, so you meet Marion around halfway up to fire escape, and she can help you, depending on what Marion's reaction is to this.
What are you doing?
I don't want to be leaving anything around for more questions to be asked. A and B. Althea's a experienced coroner. She can help us see if this is skeet or not.
Oh, all right. And I'll help, but I won't be much help.
Okay, so you get back into, I'm just going to quickly say, you get down, back into the Birmingham. Been a tense night for sure. Day. You know, it's been crazy.
The whole thing.
Couple of weeks.
No, it's just been, like, this is
Oh, one day.
a lot of stuff. The sewer, the dealing with the ritual, the fire. I'm pretty sure you guys didn't sleep all night. You took a little bit and then came out because of nighttime to deal with the house. So this has been one
It's all been one
continuous
long
thing.
day.
You get into the vehicle.
Oh, that's right. I got blown out of a window this morning.
And you start driving back to the mansion on the hill. Right?
Yeah.
And Yeah, it takes around 25 minutes.
I'm gonna
I
have the
haven't-
windows
so-
down because it's gonna smell awful.
Yeah, it does smell really bad.
Look at me like that. This is important, dang it.
As we move over to Althea, who you're sitting down. Now, you've been gone, like, timeline-wise. I mean, it took you around 20 minutes to get to... 20 minutes? Yeah, 15 minutes to get to the nearest hospital.
Yeah, okay.
Gotta mix it up a little.
Oh, not 20
And
minutes.
you've been there for another 20, 25 minutes as they've been patching you up and stuff. And then the curtain comes aside in your room, and there's a figure standing there, and it's Officer... did you ever meet Officer Caputo?
Was he the one who showed up at the library?
Yeah.
I did not.
You did not.
No.
Fair enough. But I need you to roll another credit rating roll for me
Okay.
because of this guy. To see if he recognizes you.
90 out of 50.
Okay, fair enough. So he sort of just looks you over. He has a notebook with him, and he's like, yes, what happened to Officer Ricky? And then I'm going to go over to Amos.
I have a pile of officers' names that as soon as I see a cop, I'm just going to start naming them random names.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's funny.
Amos and Agatha and Marion, as you pull up, you get to the mansion on the hill, and as you pull up the driveway, and you get up to the main entrance.
Ah, crap.
And as you're pulling up, what you see is a Packer Twin 6 parked out in front to the side, and Skeet seems to be waxing it.
Thank you for listening to this episode of The Call. Again, if you want to throw a tip our way for the show, please consider hitting that Ko-fi button on the Twisted Gear Studios website. In the coming weeks, we'll likely be adding a subscriptionable option to our page as well. This won't change the page is currently set, but it will allow us to better gauge interest and start getting some rewards out to you as thanks for your support. Votes for one-shots, maybe NPC suggestions. Feel free to let us know on our socials things you would like to see from us. Until then, our next episode will be Tuesday, January 12th, with Spacers Tuesday, January 5th. Happy New Year, everyone, and we'll see you in 2021. The game system used today was Call of Cthulhu 7th Edition by Chaosium. Music, sound effects, and ambient track licensed through Triune Films, Video Copilot, and Artlist. You can find all of Twisted Gear Studios' podcasts on YouTube, Google Play, Apple Music, and Spotify. Please follow and like Twisted Gear Studios on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at The Twisted Gear. Your players this evening were Janessa Coles, Lindsay Zelansky, Zach Barrett, and Elizabeth Wells. Your audio operator tonight was Rob Hickey, and your GM or keeper this evening was Derek Snow. Have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you next time.